In a warm and cozy house, Uncle Daniel, a man who loved adventures, decided to go on an exciting journey to a mysterious island. Little did he know that this trip would turn into a terrifying mystery. Oh no! It's a trap! Uncle Daniel shouted in alarm, his eyes wide with fear. His two brave nephews, Don and Ron, looked ahead and saw a strange creature moving toward them. And then, just like that, they disappeared without a trace, leaving everyone wondering what had happened to them. Before this mysterious event, one morning, Uncle Daniel asked his kind-hearted wife, Lena, "Can you make breakfast for my nephews?" Aunt Lena, who had always dreamed of becoming a lawyer, smiled warmly and agreed. However, Uncle Daniel never took her dream seriously. While preparing breakfast, Lena said, "Since I'm making your food, you should help with the housework and clean the floor." Uncle Daniel sighed but agreed. Ron, always helpful, joined him in cleaning. As a reward, Uncle Daniel gave the boys 10 pennies. Then, with excitement in his voice, Uncle Daniel suddenly announced, "We are going to an island." Aunt Lena, however, was not thrilled about this adventure. She loved her nephews dearly, but something about the trip made her uneasy. During breakfast, the boys eagerly asked, "Where are we going?" Frustrated, Aunt Lena snapped, "Ask your uncle. This scoundrel won't even tell me where we're headed." An argument broke out between them. Hurt and angry, Lena went to her room in tears. In his frustration, Daniel shouted, "We're going to Treasure Island for some peace. If you don't like it, you can leave my house." Lena, heartbroken, stayed in her room. After cooling down, Daniel regretted his harsh words. He went to apologize, but as soon as he entered the room, Lena slapped him. With fierce eyes, she said, "I am not going with you to some unknown island." Feeling ashamed, Daniel lowered his voice. "I'm sorry. I hurt your feelings. But you damaged my reputation too. I had no choice but to argue." But his anger got the better of him again, and he made a terrible decision. He locked Lena in her room. Ron and Don were shocked. "Uncle, please let Aunt Lena go," they pleaded, but instead of listening, Daniel punched Ron so hard that he collapsed, unconscious. "Uncle, we need to take Ron to the hospital." Don cried, panicked. Daniel refused. "No. If we go, Lena might file a case against me. We can't risk it." Don was horrified. Desperate to help his brother, he tried to open the locked door, but Daniel grabbed him and tied him up, making everything worse. But soon, it became clear that Daniel's cruelty was not the biggest problem. A terrifying creature named 𝘓𝘓, half man and half monster, was waiting for them on the island. The adventure turned into a nightmare when they encountered Forgan, a man connected to 𝘓𝘓. A fierce battle broke out. Daniel was knocked unconscious, and Ron and Don vanished, kidnapped by the monstrous creature. A whole decade passed. The once lively house fell silent, filled with sorrow. The truth finally came to light when Ron and Don's parents discovered what had happened. Keith, Don's father, was devastated by his brother's actions. But he knew one thing: justice had to be served, no matter how painful it is. "Justice is more important than family," Keith said firmly. The adventure that was supposed to be exciting had turned into a terrible lesson, one that taught everyone the dangerous consequences of hasty, reckless decisions.